Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we've got a Paribus TA video or chart video. We're taking a look here. Let's go ahead and blow this up so you can see it better. We've got a lot going on here, and I'm an idiot. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've been trying to follow the patterns, and I've been trying to follow the trends, and we've been trending down. If we zoom out a little bit, I've got it right now. The fibs drawn on the big move back. The top of the move was Thursday, the 2nd of February. But it began on, let's get this ad out of the way. One day I'm going to get the pro version. Thursday, the 19th. And over a period of time, a lot of the move happening on a 3-day stretch towards the end of January, beginning of February. I drew the fibs on that. And if you take a look, we can see what the mentality of the market has been, or in the past. It says when it goes up, your top point is that 100 or the 0. And then you want to buy the 618 and trade that. So we launched into the air. If you were smart, you sold up here, because what it typically does is it goes back, it retraces 50%. And what did it retrace at? Over the course, actually, it went down to the 382 the next day, but it really trended down over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over the next week, it trended back down below 50%. Now, it usually says to trade the 618, but in this case, that didn't happen. So it would have been the 50. If you would have sold up here, bought back down here at the 50, you would have gone back up. 2 days later, you would have gone back up pretty high. So you would probably put your sell. You would sell here probably manually, because you don't know what's going on. And then you would plan to buy the 50. You would put an order at the 50. You might want to put an order at the 618 and then put a stop loss down here somewhere. Put a stop loss there. Put a stop loss halfway. Put a stop loss here and hold out. And it wouldn't have stopped you. You would have filled. You would have bought here. And then you probably put maybe a retester, maybe a little bit over, a little bit under. Maybe you put one a little bit under, one a little bit over. And that would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and almost another week. You got a pretty big move upward. And maybe you put it a little bit low. If you would have put it a little bit high, you missed. If you put it a little bit low, you would have sold again. Then what would you have done? Would you have taken that 618? If you would have been waiting a very long time. You would have been sitting on your hands. But that's okay. That's what I do. I sit on my hands. I'm okay. I know it's coming. I have faith in what other people are typically doing. You would have probably been better served if you would have sold just below and then maybe put another order to buy at the 50. And a number of days later, you'd be right back down there. You would have filled here. You would have probably been a little afraid the next couple of days. And then you just start to understand that the market's trending down. You got a higher high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. And you would have been trading that way. You would have been being patient, or you would have been trading, smaller increments. And maybe I buy the 50 and I sell here. You would have probably missed this one. Maybe, more than likely, would have missed this one. And you would have ridden it back down. And then it says, hey, take that 618. You might have taken it here and it would have gone back up. Maybe you wouldn't have sold it. Maybe you would have put your buy order there. Then you'd be waiting. You'd probably be shook. You'd be scared maybe. Or maybe you're patient. Maybe you believe. And you're putting more buy orders in around this time. And then when it comes back up, redemption, you sell. But I didn't do any of that. I mean, I sold up here, and that gave me a lot of capital to basically buy in here. So I've been buying in here, buying and selling in here, from the money that I got from here. I skipped, being 100% transparent, I skipped all of this. And that's why I knew it was coming back to this down the road. And I made videos talking about that. And a lot of people got upset and they said that it wasn't happening and I was fudding. And some people said that I was causing the market to go down, which, I mean, hey, I'm flattered. If people think that my little channel has the ability to lower the price of PBX, it's just silly. But some people believe that. So when this happened, I knew that it was going to retest this. It was a matter of time. It ended up being into the April when it happened again. But I knew it was happening. So I held out for that. I bought like 5.8, I think. Yeah, I bought like this. And I bought some down here, like 12 something. And I believe we're going to revisit this. I believe that this is going to be revisited somewhere down the line. But in the meantime, I'm just worried about accumulating the bottoms here and then putting in an order at some point. And making it happen. And I think I'll do a video on that when I figure out what I want to do. But I believe there was a freak incident. This was the freak incident. This was the hack. So it freaked out and dropped and then pumped. So a lot of people took advantage of that. So more power to you. But I think, again, we're almost at that 200-day moving average again. There's a good chance that we'll break down below it, but we're going to hit it. It's just a matter of time. We're almost right there. Some people are just like, screw it, I'm going to put my buy orders right here. I'm good. I think we're going to do, I think the damage from the hack is over with, and we're going to do let's draw here. Let's get that fib out of the way. I think we're gonna, where are we at here? What was lower? This is lower. Boom. I think we're gonna do something like that. So let's draw it. Let's draw it out and see what happens. I think we're gonna do something like that. And I've been pretty dang good with these. We might touch in here somewhere, just below, I think. Could be completely wrong. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. But I do believe with the launch of the protocol again, we're going to get some crazy spike at some point. It's going to be short-lived, but that's what I'm hoping for, to get that buy order out of there. So I'm going to put probably a buy order at 20. I think it'll be, I'll put it at 23. I'll probably do like 23 maybe. Yeah, I'll probably do like 23, somewhere in there. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put a buy zone in there, but I think we're going to trend down a little bit. Then when they relaunch and then they do the code, the open source code, they start pushing that out. I think there's going to be a lot of people getting a bit more bullish, and we're going to get some kind of spike. I don't know if it'll be enough to move the trend in an upward trend. I think I think we'll trend down for a little bit. I know crashing upward, he's really bullish on losing another zero. I don't know. We really don't know. I feel like ridiculing him for that belief would be silly because it can happen. I'm just in the daily chart. That's what I usually mess with. I stay within our zones, and I think we're gonna get a spike up. I don't know. I think we'll retest this area at some point. I don't know if that's going to be on the relaunch of the DApp or if it's going to be on the open sourcing of the code. But I do believe that we will be retesting this box up here in the near future. And I think it's going to be a quick move similar to this. It's going to be one of those quick jabs up, and then we'll trend whichever way the market's trending. I'm pretty bearish given the global economy and the American economy in the short term. But we're just going to see a lot of sideways trading, and we're going to trend up, and we're going to trend down, and we're going to trend up, and we're going to trend down, and we're going to trend down. And I think there's just more pressure to sell. But these news events, they are important. They do move the needle. So that's what I'm looking out for. So what do you think? What is your play? What is your plan? Did you get any any buy orders in down here? And if you did, are you accumulating and keeping that, or are you going to trade it? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.